You probably know the story of Punch, the baby Japanese macaque who captured the internet with those unforgettable expressions. But have you ever wondered what Punch would look like if he became a trader? Because honestly, I think his expressions would tell the story of almost every trader. At first, Punch opens his chart. He sees a beautiful setup. Everything looks perfect, and he looks at the screen like, "I've got this." He enters with confidence. No hesitation. He believes his analysis is right. But then, Bitcoin starts moving, and suddenly, Punch sees everyone else posting their profits. Price keeps going higher, and he thinks, "Wait, I don't want to miss this." So he enters. Maybe the setup isn't perfect anymore. Maybe he's already late, but the market is moving, so he doesn't want to stay on the sidelines. And then, boom, the market reverses. His position turns red. Punch looks at the chart like, "What just happened?" Suddenly, the market is manipulated. The whales are responsible. The exchange is hunting his stop. Everyone is to blame except him. Then he sees another trader who lost even more money. And somehow Punch starts laughing. At least I'm not the only one. But deep down, he knows something isn't right. So eventually he stops blaming the market. He starts asking a different question. What if I actually need to learn how to trade? So Punch starts studying. He learns market structure. He studies risk management. He reviews his trades. He practices. And now his expression changes. He's sitting in front of the chart thinking, why did price reverse here? Why did that breakout fail? Why did the pullback go deeper? Where was I actually wrong? And this is where trading gets interesting, because the more Punch learns, the more questions he has. Then comes the frustrating part. He understands more. He follows his process, but he still loses trades. Sometimes he makes the right decision and the trade still loses. And Punch starts thinking, maybe I'm just not good at this. But eventually he learns something every serious trader has to understand. A losing trade doesn't automatically mean you made a bad decision. Sometimes you can make the right decision and still lose. What matters is whether you followed your process, managed your risk, and understood what happened. Then one day, Punch sees another setup. But this time, something is different. He doesn't chase. He doesn't care what everyone else is doing. He doesn't enter because he's afraid of missing the move. He waits. He observes. He understands the structure. He knows where he's wrong. He knows his risk. And finally, he enters. The market moves exactly as he expected. Price reaches his target. Punch looks at the screen. Wait, it actually worked. But then he realizes something. The biggest victory wasn't the profit. It wasn't catching the perfect entry. It wasn't predicting the top. The biggest victory was this. Punch finally learned how to follow his process instead of his emotions. And maybe that's why this story is actually about more than Punch. Because if you think about it, those 8 expressions aren't really the expressions of a monkey. They're the expressions of a trader. Confidence, FOMO, anger, curiosity, overthinking, frustration, and finally, understanding. And the funny thing is, tomorrow, Punch might go through all 8 again. Because becoming a better trader doesn't mean you stop having emotions. It means you learn not to let those emotions make the decision for you. So, which Punch are you today? If you're somewhere in this journey, keep learning. And if you want more trading stories, mindset, and market structure, subscribe to Bias Positive Digital Rise. Positive mindset, precise trading, more consistent profit.